number 60 and 61. What is the story happened there in Russia. A rich merchant is there. Is he kind man? Is he a kind man? No, he's a cruel man. And he toiled that little boy from dawn to dusk. And the boy enjoyed the song of nightingale. And he wished to learn the language of birds. Then only he could understand what the bird saying. Now listen what's happening after that. Take out page number 62. Look at this picture. What do you see in this picture? Look, a big tree is there. A heavy rain is there, and that small boy Ivan is sitting on the branch and he is covering the bird's nest. Many small birds are there and he is covering with his coat and saving that small birds. Okay, now listen, read with me. One day the merchant sent Ivan to the forest to fetch firewood. Soon the winds rose, the sky became clouded, the lightning flashed, the thunder roared loudly, and the rain fell heavily. Ivan soon ran to the shelter of a large tree. He saw a big nest on one of its branches. 4 small birds were there in the nest, and there was no one to protect them from the wind and rain. Ivan felt pity to them. He climbed the tree and covered the little ones with his clothes. When the thunderstorm was over, the mother bird came back. That is happening in this page number 62. See, Ivan is a servant. Whose servant? The rich merchant's servant. He was a cruel man and he asked him to work from dawn to dusk. So Ivan went to the forest to fetch firewood for the merchant. So he reached the forest. It's a deep forest. See, many trees are there, and he's collecting firewoods. What has happened there? At that time, suddenly the climate changed. See, what is there? Just listen. One day the merchant sent Ivan to the forest to fetch firewood. The merchant, the cruel merchant, he's not a kind person. He's a cruel man. He sent him into the deep forest to fetch firewood. Ivan went to the forest. Then he started collecting the firewoods. At that time, suddenly the wind rose. What is it? Suddenly the wind rose. The sky became clouded. The sky became dark. The lightning flashed. The thunder roared loudly. These are shows what is going to happen there now. The rain. It shows these are the sign of rain, heavy rain. Suddenly the rain fell heavily. Here also like that nowadays afternoon after the lunch. What is suddenly the sky become clouded and lightning, thundering, everything happening. Suddenly heavy rain will be there. Like that, this one, Ivan was there in the forest. Suddenly the climate changed. Wind roared. This lightning started. Thunder. He heard thunder. Suddenly it started heavy rain. Ivan soon ran to the shelter for a large tree. Do you know the meaning of shelter? We have already learned that in the 3 butterflies. When it started raining, the butterfly searched for a shelter. We have already learned that in the 3rd standard. Here, Ivan searched a shelter and he climbed on a large tree. There he saw a big nest on one of its branches. There he saw a big nest. 4 small birds were there in the nest, and there were 4 small birds there in the nest. See, 4 small birds were there in the nest, and there was no one to protect them from the wind and rain. Its mother bird is not there to cover and protect that small birds. So what did he do? Ivan felt pity to them. Ivan felt sorry. Oh, gee, no one is there to protect the bird. Then suddenly what? He climbed the tree and covered the little ones with his clothes. He removed his clothes. He climbed on the tree and covered the little ones. When the thunderstorm was over, when the storm and everything is over, the mother bird came back. When it is heavy rain, the bird can't fly now, so he can't reach near its small ones, its young ones. So he was somewhere where we don't know where the mother bird. He went to search food for these small ones. So suddenly rain started. So the bird was there at the place where he is collecting the food. Now that time Ivan, see, he covered the birds with his clothes. Small ones, young ones, he covered with his clothes. What's happening after that? That we will discuss in our next class. Today you do, see, just read this 5 times, and if you can, just draw the picture and describe it. If you can't draw, no problem, you don't draw. But you must describe the picture. First you write down the heading, then you describe the picture. And see, underline the words once more, read with me and underline the new words and find out its meaning also. One day I will take dictation. That will be surprise. I will never give the date and all. Suddenly I will take the dictation. Surprise dictation. So be prepared for that. See, read with me and underline the words. One day the merchant sent Ivan to the forest to fetch firewood. Underline the word fetch. Soon the winds rose. The sky became clouded. The lightning flashed. Underline the word flashed. The thunder roared. That you know, roared. The lion roars. And then just underline the word roared loudly, and the rain fell heavily. Ivan soon ran to the shelter. The shelter also you know. A large tree. He saw a big nest on one of its branches. 4 small birds were there in the nest, and there was no one to protect. Underline the word protect. Protect them from the wind and rain. Ivan felt pity. Underline the word pity. P-I-T-Y. Pity to them. He climbed the tree and covered the little ones with his clothes. When the thunderstorm, underline the word thunderstorm. Thunderstorm. When the thunderstorm was over, the mother bird came back. Now read this 5 times, and if you have any doubts, just make me a call. Okay, see you tomorrow.